First time we've had cheerleaders. Welcome back to the Bravado Wireless Bedlam Shrine 39th Annual Shrine Classic. We are at the Muskogee Civic Center, and our final game of the evening is the HILLDALE Hornets versus the Oklahoma City Southeast Spartans. And this one should be a pretty good matchup.
Yeah, I think we're in for a treat here. I watched HILLDALE last night, and they were pretty competitive. Good job shooting from the outside, and good job on their 3-2 defense last night. Hopefully that can continue here.
So the only hiccup is I don't have number 12 on my book. So we'll have to. Spartans have the ball. They're in white uniforms, blue numbers. Start out, three-point attempt, doesn't go. HILLDALE in black uniforms, white numbers. And turnaround layup is Ty O'Neill.
It's a great move by O'Neill to get inside and work his post game.
And jump shot off the mark for Perry. Perry is a freshman, Marcel Perry. I was impressed with him last night. Running layup doesn't go for the Hornets. On the other end is Coulter. Jalen Coulter on the other end. Nice move by Freeman. So just like that, a 4-2 lead by the Spartans. Driving is Maxwell. Maxwell can't get the kind of backhanded layup to go.
Couple transition baskets over here for the Spartans and gets them the lead early.
Ty O'Neill is going to get called for pushing. And that will send Deontay Allen to the line to shoot a pair. Second one does drop. Maxwell gets that one to drop in.
This OKC Southeast Spartans aren't able to hit the shots beyond the arc, and that's a great basket, a great contested basket by Sean Lester over there. Sean Lester, one of those guys that kind of does the dirty work for this HILLDALE team.
Marcus Hines comes off the bench and drops in three right there.
Takes the sixth man to get the three balls going.
Right. So that's two quick fouls on Maxwell. Now I must have put the other one on.
And he did the same thing last night. Quick ticky-tack fouls that kind of, prohibited him from getting too involved defensively, and it kind of affected him offensively as well. He wasn't able to get the points, but he was able to distribute well.
Yeah, the freshman drug his foot right there. So unforced turnover. Nice. Nice.
And he loses his man. Maxwell does a good job cutting to the basket.
Yep.
But that's number 5 right there, the point guard, the guy who got the scoring started off right for this team. Freeman lost his man in transition there.
Nice block down low. Who was that? Neighbors? No, Ty O'Neal.
But already you can tell this is going to be a good ball game. A lot of athletes out on the floor and guys that are able to score in multiple ways.
Maxwell, nice shot. It'll only be a 2.
Again, he catches Freeman slipping with his hands down, not playing close, tight defense, kind of testing him early, seeing if he can make that mid-range shots before he plays the defense.
Ball will stay with the Spartans as it was knocked out of bounds by Lester.
See the replay right there as Maxwell puts the 2 down easy.
Oh, got to account for him right there. Dante Allen on an inbounds pass, easy layup.
And right there they catch Devin Humbre not looking on the inbound, and right there is a travel for Maxwell.
Nice little 12-foot jumper by Marcus Hines.
And he's pretty hot right now. That's 2 consecutive baskets for him. Number 14, Marcus Hines, is only a sophomore and contributing well early in this ball game.
Come off the bench, he has 5 points. Give him a little space and he does nice things.
He'll make you pay.
Nice pass by Coulter and down to the bottom by Allen, and Allen now has 5 points. 30-second timeout by the Hilldale Hornets. They want to talk about this.
And that was a nice setup by Jalen Counter over there, trying to get the screen set up multiple times. Finally gets it. The roll was kicked out, but he saw an open guy down there. A contested layup, but still a layup nonetheless. Right here you see Maxwell set up with the easy 2 as he catches Freeman slipping on defense. He says, "You're going to give me that, I'm going to take it." And then here's the young sophomore coming off the bench, Marcus Hines, making 2 points. He had a 3 and then that consecutive 2, and then there's the pass you just saw from Counter. He comes and drives, saws an open player in the lane, hits him with the pass, and easy 2 points again for OKC Southwest Spartans.
So Spartans are up 14-10 after Hilldale jumped out to a 4-0 lead. TJ Maxwell has 6 for the Hornets so far. And after that missed shot, it'll stay with Hilldale. It looked like the officials were, were unsure who it was going to be off.
I was too.
Three-point attempt by Maxwell. It's good.
And he's come out firing tonight. Had a quiet night last night.
Allen, fade away, won't go. Rebound by Maxwell. Couple of them tangled up underneath the basket, or I guess to the left of the basket. They're going to call Perry on the push. Three-point attempt off this time by Maxwell. Nice rebound by Hembry.
They're killing them on the offensive boards right now. Freeman takes it coast to coast, cannot connect though.
three-pointer right there.
And a big shot by number 12, Lofton.
Allen, three-point answers. So Deontay Allen answers a three-pointer right there. Gives them the lead back by 1.
See it. The Spartans going into their bench once again. Number 5, Joseph Freeman comes in the game.
Big rebound by Hines after a missed shot by the Hornets. Freeman's going to reset the offense. Oh, nice block. Oh, they're going to call a jump ball. That was Ty O'Neal and Deontay Allen.
And you can check out the replay right here. He comes up and nice, strong.
I think at first O'Neal thought he was going to get called for a foul. He already had his hands on his head. Maxwell drives. Oh, nice roll.
Nice, strong move as well.
Perry with the rebound, trying to go up. He's boxed out, and I believe that was...
And that's number 15, Freeman again. And that's a great pass by number 44, the freshman Perry.
Yeah, 15, that was Jose Freeman. That was a different Freeman. So you can't get any closer than that.
Yes, I'll say 19-20 is the score after the first quarter, and I am thoroughly impressed by both of these ball clubs and I'm very excited to see the rest of this game. Right there you see the replay as a nice pass from Lester to Maxwell as he cuts to the basket and gets the easy 2 points. Then you see Maxwell again, a mid-range jumper as Freeman forgets to play defense for a hot second. And then look at counter with the easy pass to number 1
That's
for
Allen.
the Spartan team. Yes, sir, Allen making them pay. And there's Lawson right there with the big 3. Allen answers back with a 3 of his own. And then you see a nice, tough, contested layup by Maxwell to finish off the half. Excuse me, the first quarter.
So whoever wins this game will move into the championship game to be decided at 9 o'clock tomorrow night here at the Civic Center. The loser will play at 1 o'clock at Hilldale.
And Freeman tries to get inside
Yep.
and distribute on the inside. He doesn't see Maxwell come up defensively.
Nice thought. He had a player there, but just unable to connect.
A little confusion right there. They don't know whose possession it is, but the referee does say it's Hilldale.
Maxwell drives. This one he can't get to drop. Perry out front, the freshman, and drops it in. Very nice.
That's a 9th grader dunking right there.
Yeah.
Oh, and a nice strip by Freeman. Oh, a nice pass, but he misses it.
That was a beautiful pass. But Coulter on the way to the rim, or Jose Freeman, excuse me.
Perry is having a good quarter over here, but with it being early, only
Here's
a
your
minute in. But here's the dunk from the rim cam. Look at him finish with authority.
Yeah, what I like is it was so quiet, but yet so loud. Second one won't go, but a 2-point lead by the Spartans. Hembry, mid-range jumper, won't go.
And it's interesting to see. I mean, I mentioned this before. I got a chance to watch Hilldale last night as we were calling the game, and Parsons hasn't gotten going yet. Number 11, this is their three-point shooter. He kind of had a pretty good night last night from beyond the arc. It's going to be interesting to see if they try and get him the ball a little and make things happen.
Allen, 3-point won't go. And going to call Perry for over the back. Now that's the freshman's second foul.
And they're going to take him out real quick and make sure he doesn't pick up a cheap third foul before the half.
Nice.
And Maxwell is so crafty getting to the basket.
Can I use that later?
Go ahead.
And that was Jalen Counter with a three-pointer of his own. Driving in, Freeman.
Nice move.
Freeman, yes.
Nice move by Freeman, noticing that Maxwell was down on the ground. They had the number, so he goes ahead and attacks.
Oh, trying to get to Parsons, or excuse me, Lester. Nearly, well, that could have been a nail in a coffin right there.
Yeah, and a good job by Lester closing out. You can see that Freeman finishing hard to the basket, noticing that they had a number advantage there.
Four-point game, 23-27. Allen with a three-point, won't go.
Nice move.
Nice
and
turn
tries
around.
to finish and get the and one. Doesn't complete it, but still going to the free throw line.
And they called that on Lester. He didn't agree with it. off the rim. Can't get either one of them, but kind of like Hornets fell asleep on the rebound.
Yeah.
Now they've got Hunter Parsons for his first bucket of the night.
Making a 2-point ball game. And Freeman, he saw it, he liked it. That was a pick and roll situation, but just a low pass, and Allen can't gather it.
Well, you can see on the way back, he patted himself on the chest, said that was my bad. And Hornets turned the ball over.
And number 24 comes into the ball game and makes a difference right there, causing a turnover.
Chris Gillespie. York had picked up his fourth personal foul there, or first personal foul, excuse me.
Tells both of the teams to go to their benches real quick. I want to see what the discussion is with the refs. Kind of interesting to see what the stop and play was. I think they're trying to get it cleared up with both teams. I think there was an instance where Lawson tried to, after the foul, tried to hand the ball to an opposing player, and the player tried to hand the ball back to Lawson. I think they didn't like that kind of back and forth between both of the players, and so they're trying to get it cleared up with both of the benches, make sure that they let them know that's not going to happen here tonight, and then get the game back to going.
Comes in the game off the bench, and that is, I don't have a number 10 for Hilldale.
That's a good job over here, creating a shot for himself, getting the easy two.
But we'll have to find that out at halftime, who that is.
Yeah, it seems like there was a little bit of a jersey switch, because I believe number 10 was number 3 last night, but I'm not too sure who exactly that is. So we'll get confirmed.
Yeah, we'll get that cleared up at halftime.
Whoever he is, he's got some nice handles.
Yes, he sure does.
Nice pickpocket over there by Jalen Counter.
Nice counter on the receiving end of that one.
Nice dime by Allen.
30-27, the Spartans have a 3-point lead now.
That's good defense by Freeman right there. Maxwell comes back into the game after he gets a quick breather.
Quick breather and unforced turnover by the Spartans. Oh, nice finish move right there by Dante Allen.
Yeah, it was a nice runner over there by Hines. Can't finish.
All right, so number 12 is Brayson Lawson. I have him on the book as number 30. So that's where we're confused there.
So Lawson is 12. And I want to believe that Landon Shows is number 10, but number 3 on the roster, but we'll get that confirmed.
Well, this is where I can help you out because Lane Shows is sitting on the bench over there because I know his dad. His dad's going to be the one calling with me tomorrow night. So Lane Shows is on the bench, but I don't know what number he is. So I'm still unsure who number 10 is. Counter hit that free throw. Second one is off the mark.
Rebound by Maxwell.
(28-33) the score. Spartans are ahead. That was a lot of events going on.
Yeah, it really was. It was.
You just sit back and watch. You're not sure what was going on.
They call a foul right there on the.
Hold on.
And that would put them in the bonus. So Maxwell will get free throws.
And I think that's where Maxwell's going to, his abilities is really going to come to shine here. Being able to drive to the bucket and pick up fouls. Nice. Fade away, but won't go down for Allen. Allen's got a really nice shot.
That's a nice move by Lester. Picks up the foul. And that's 2 quick fouls on number 15 over there.
It's Jose Lester.
Jose
Freeman.
Jose Freeman.
Sorry.
And that's 3 for him. Before halftime, they still got 1 minute and 23 seconds left in the game. Excuse me, in the half. In comes number 3, Dalvin Jackson, the freshman.
Lester hits the second one. Three-point attempt and won't fall for Hines. It looks like what they said was Hunter Parsons stepped out of bounds, stepped back inbounds as he was catching the pass. He didn't establish himself back in bounds.
Haven't seen that called often.
No. It's got to be sharp on the official. 33-29, the Spartans lead with under a minute to go before halftime. Hines, three-point attempt, short. Allen with the rebound. Allen will drive the baseline. Won't go. Lester with the rebound.
Ooh, I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
That seemed to be all ball to me.
Well, you and the bench agree that Keontae Freeman got all ball, but that's just his first. So Brayson Lawson will shoot a 1-and-1.
The ball don't lie.
Well, did they say he was in an active shooting? Because it should be a 1-and-1. So I guess he was in the act of shooting. One of those bearded moves. Three-point game, 33-30. Time winding down before halftime. Half a minute left. Ooh, big step. Big step by Freeman, and Freeman collects the foul. Going to call it T.J. Maxwell his second. So Freeman will shoot two. Wow, what a big basket there.
A nice roll off the top of the backboard. Yeah, and you can kind of see the nice roll over there by Dalvin Jackson as he entered the game. Freeman never had his feet set as he takes and tries to take the charge from Maxwell. That'll be two by him.
2 fouls on Freeman.
With 10 seconds left in the half.
Wow, Brayson Lawson with the rebound and the bucket and the extra shot impending. Free throw won't go. Rebounded by Allen. 35-32. Hines, three-point attempt. In and out. Won't go. So at the half, 35-32, the Spartans are ahead.
And what was interesting was how cold number 14, Marcus Hines, went there in the second quarter. When he came off the bench, he hit two quick ones, a 3 and a 2, making it 5 points off the bench immediately. But ever since then, he's gone cold, and I think that's kind of been something that the Spartans have been missing, is his baskets off his three-point attempts and his jumpers.
Yeah, Hines comes off the bench and throws in 5 points, excuse me, and then we don't really hear much from him the rest of the half.
Yeah.
So, all right, folks, stick around. We have more action to come, and we're going to go find out who this number 10 is for Hilldale. We'll be right back after halftime and watch some of the highlights here. Good game so far.
Bedouin Shrine Tournament Director for the Bedouin Shrine Basketball Classic. I came into the Shrine in 2002, and I grew up, my father was a Shriner, and he came in 1980, which was the first year the tournament started, so I've basically been around it my whole life. This will be the 39th annual. The basketball tournament started in 1980 as a fundraiser to come up with a way to raise money to transport the burned and orthopedic children back and forth to the Shriners hospitals. At the current time, we have 22 hospitals that the Shriners operate free of charge, and we transport the kids free of charge. And this is the largest fundraiser that we do to be able to do that without asking the parents for any money. The basketball tournament is, we like the saying, it's kids helping kids. They get to play in the tournament, but in the same token, you know, by them playing and their fans coming and buying a ticket to come sit and watch, they are in turn helping us, so it's kids helping kids. We have that are actually involved in the tournament. There will probably be 150 different Shriners throughout helping to pull this off. It's not an easy undertaking to do. When you have 32 teams, that are guaranteed 3 games. That's a lot to handle. So we, in turn, you know, require a lot of assistance. So we ask the nobles, and they're all volunteers. You know, none of the Shriners ever get $1 out of this. All the proceeds from this tournament go strictly to transporting kids back and forth to the hospital. But we have actually had, and if I'm not mistaken, like 32 kids, I think, that have actually been a Shrine patient and played in the Shrine tournament. And if they do that, if they are a Shrine patient and play in the tournament, we present them with a white jacket, which is an honor. If half of these schools, if they ever met those kids and knew their story and knew their struggles and how much the Shrine has helped, it really makes it well worthwhile. I mean, I understand that it's a lot of hassle for these schools to come, you know, to play, and the expense that goes with it. But like I said, if you talk to those children and their parents for what it's done for them and their lives and how much it's improved their way of life, it's well worth it. All the hours that I put in and all the other Shriners put in is nothing compared to what those kids are doing. I mean, to my knowledge, there's not any other tournament out there that is strictly for a charity cause. And I mean, for us to be going into our 39th year and still going is something to be said, you know, and that means that the people, the community, everybody is focused on what it's for, and that's how we've sustained as long as we have.
bat. We are back to the Muskogee Civic Center for the 39th annual Bedlam Shrine Classic. Spartans are ahead out of OKC Southeast. 3 points over the Hilldale Hornets. And nice move by Ty O'Neill.
Yeah, and after Perry almost got that steal, he kind of lost his man a little bit and wasn't able to get back on defense, and O'Neill takes advantage of it.
And they're going to call a quick foul on Jalen Coulter. That'll be his second and first of the second half.
Nice steal over there by Freeman.
Nice save going out of bounds to find Coulter back in the court. Wow.
Ooh, nice move coast to coast.
Everybody, they just kind of parted the sea for him. Yeah, gonna call a charge. He dipped his shoulder into him.
And you can see Maxwell's trying to take advantage of the undersized Freeman, but there's the replay of Jalen Counter going coast to coast with a nice contested layup. Look at Freeman.
Freeman, such a quick first step.
Nice hands by Freeman on the defensive end as well. Maxwell thought he saw Lester open down there in the paint. Freeman comes in quickly to deny the pass.
Maxwell's got to be real careful. He has 3 fouls now. So Maxwell has to be very aware that he picked up his third foul very quickly in the third quarter. Turnaround jumper O'Neal won't go. Rebound by Allen.
And that's what they call right there, O'Neal versus Freeman. Mouse in the house, mouse in the house.
Right.
The point guard, the power forward trying to take advantage of the point guard down there on the block, but Freeman holds his own and gets that to be denied.
Coulter, three-pointer too long. Rebound by Allen on the backside.
They clear it out to set up the offense.
Oh, nice.
Move by Perry.
Freshman has some nice moves. Oh, little miscommunication there.
And I'm interested to see what the foul is on Freeman as you check out the replay right there with Perry with the nice post moves.
I'm kind of bumfounded there.
Yeah, because that'd be 3 on Freeman. And he has to be careful not to pick up his 4th foul here.
Lawson's floater on the baseline won't go. And then he will pick up a foul. Nice. Marcel Perry, the freshman. called that on 25 Lester. I was unsure who he was calling a foul on. And that is Lester's third foul. So that forces the Hornets to set Lester. Marcel Perry is going to get called for his third foul.
And they have to be careful because a lot of their starters are going to get in foul trouble, and it's going to be hard for them to play late into this third quarter and early into the fourth.
We're barely in the third quarter, and we already have a handful of players picking up 3 fouls. And
that's Allen's
second foul. So that sends Maxwell to the line now. The good thing is for Spartans, Maxwell is not a strong free throw shooter. However, he makes that one. Isn't that what it is? Is opposite of what you say happens?
Exactly.
Nice move by Allen, getting some space. Drains the jumper.
And that was a nice move over there with the mid-range jumper.
Lawson, three-pointer on the way, just way out of his range. Marcus Hines and Lawson get tangled up. So Brayson Lawson picks up his third.
Everybody getting into foul trouble over here.
You can hear Coulter calling out the offensive set. They desperately need Hunter Parsons to get on track from the outside. Nice move by Coulter.
And he goes coast to coast once again.
That's what, 3 times he's done that tonight? If I've got to vote later, tomorrow on the all tournament team, Coulter, man, he's got to be in consideration up there.
Definitely, especially with his play early here in the third quarter.
Nice turnaround. Oh, nice turnaround jumper by Devin Hembry. Oh, he's going to get called for the charge. Wow.
And you could see it. He was set up perfectly. Counter decided to go in there and see if he could get the points.
That is his.
That would be his fourth.
That would be his fourth foul.
So he takes a quick exit and takes a seat on the bench, and Freeman has to come back in with 3 fouls himself. Parsons still can't connect from 3.
And I think it's that shooting too far. He's setting up on that right outside that college line. Allen, 3-point attempt. It's going to be way off the mark.
And another instance of shooting too far out.
Right. So it's stretched to from a 3-point advantage to a 10-point advantage. Spartans have the advantage. Devin Hembry is going to drive. Collects a foul, but can't get the roll in.
It's going to be, and I think that's on Allen.
If that's on Allen, that's his third. maybe a game of attrition.
At this point.
Hilldale's going to call a full timeout, and while they call a full timeout, we're going to show you some commercials about Bravado Wireless and tell you why you need to go check us out and get our cell phone and internet service.
There is truly no place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines. Because we live where you live. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless.
Now, we got to look good when we come out here and do this stuff, right? Right. All right, back to the action. Third period. It's turned into a 10-point game, but this has also turned in kind of a foul fest in this third quarter.
And you can see it if you look down, if you got your scorer sheets at home, you can see there's a bunch of guys with 3 fouls on both teams and a couple, I think maybe 1 or 2 with 4. I know Counter just exited the game. Number 10, Jalen Counter with 4.
Hembry misses the second one, and Keontae Freeman trying to go, I thought he was going to pull the trigger, but nice dish off Delvin Jackson.
The other freshman on this squad.
Oh, I thought it was going to drop in, but couldn't drop in. Evan Smith was trying.
The mystery man himself found out his number and named.
Exactly, after we got his number and name. They spread the offense out, trying to reset things. Makes a hole for Freeman and almost gets that nice finger roll.
And he just can't finish.
Nope. That's twice he's got to the bucket and can't get it to drop in. Now that's a 4th foul on Jose Freeman. And from here on out, we are in the bonus. And now going deeper in the bench, we have 34 checking in, and that is Joshua Ray.
Yeah, and with them in the bonus, with 1 minute and 35 seconds left in the third quarter, if they continue the foul at the pace that they're at, it's going to be a long fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And that was just a situation where it got away from him. He was still moving when he passed the ball.
Well, as you would say in football, you're starting to see a lot of clean jerseys. A lot of guys that probably don't get the playing time they're getting right now. And kind of call backcourt. I thought it got tipped, but I guess it did not.
Yeah, and I like your analogy with that, the clean jerseys coming into the game, because they're getting deeper into the bench because of all the foul trouble, trying to keep some guys away from committing that 5th foul. So you gotta get those reserves in there, some of those unexperienced guys, and try and keep your team in the game, especially if it comes to being crunch times, although they do have an 11-point lead right now.
It's almost like just keep the ship afloat. Don't do anything silly. Don't try to do too much. Just under 40 seconds to go. Ty O'Neill, turnaround jumper, won't go, gets his rebound, tries again,
great
won't
defense
go.
by Deontay Allen.
Yeah. And you know, Allen was just making him take a position he didn't like.
Yeah, and it was textbook. He stayed up, he stayed straight, he kept his arms in the air, he stayed firm and strong down there, and it paid off.
He wasn't slapping, he wasn't reaching, and look at it, pays off on the other end, nice.
And the defense is rewarded on the offensive end.
Exactly.
You got to feed the big guys when they're down low, especially when they're doing the dirty work on the defensive side.
So they hold the Hornets to 6 points in that quarter, and this is kind of what happened on the last game, on the girls' game. Third quarter kind of turned the tide, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 versus 6. So you outscore them by 10 points in that quarter, and that certainly will lead the way.
Other than the difference between this game and the girls' games was in the girls' game in third quarter, you know, Noah came out a little flat. Right here, Hilldale isn't flat. They're just the shots aren't falling.
Right.
And, you know, the Spartans are playing some excellent defense as well.
Right, and they're making them take not the best high percentage shots.
Yes, forcing them into some difficult situations and some bad shot selections at that.
You know, and you do that without collecting fouls, and you're playing some phenomenal defense. Force your opponent to take shots they don't want to take without picking up fouls. Now, this young man in front of us has come off the bench, has done a nice job. Marcus Hines had the 5 points in the first quarter, but, you know, he didn't score in the second. He hadn't scored in the third. However, his presence out there, just moving the ball around the court, has done a nice job.
And playing some nice defense. I've been seeing him over there against Lawson. Him and Lawson have been going at it all night.
Now, what we say, he was a sophomore, and 3-point on the way for Hines. Wow, we talk about him. There he is. I tell you what, this young man puts on about 10 or 12 pounds of muscle, and he's going to be something to deal with here when he's a senior.
Yeah, a force to be reckoned with at that.
And Evan Smith, 3-point, answers that one.
Evan Mystery Man Smith with the 3.
Right.
And he didn't see O'Neal out of the corner of his eyes.
Nice transition for Hunter Parsons. Only his second bucket on the night.
And he's been quiet.
He
had a good night last night. Just hasn't been able to translate. And that's a nice runner by Marcus Hines, but he can't connect. That's a nice dish to Devin.
Devin Hembree.
Maxwell doing his thing, penetrating and then kicking it back.
Right. I see Maxwell's being a little bit more cautious with that 3 fouls he has.
And that's exactly what happened last night as well. Because he has to be cautious on defense, it kind of trickles down to his offensive game as well. Check out this replay right here.
3-pointer by Smith, nice.
Smith knocks down the 3. And then look at Maxwell. Look at him penetrate right here. Looks underneath. Nice bounce pass. And Devin.
I think I like the unselfish play as much as anything. Not force it. Teammates open. Let's get it to him.
There's 5 players on the floor for a reason. Let's use them.
That's right. Unless you're someone like Doug Gottlieb and you just dish it all the time. Now, no, they've got Lester way out guarding Allen.
And Allen showing off his dribble penetration as he finishes, and he takes it for the 2.
You know, I just want to be a fan and just say that was nasty.
And Allen gets the rebound, but is poked out by Maxwell.
And I think Lester may have collected a foul right there when he was trying to clear the ball.
And if that's so, that's his 4th foul right there. And you can see him already heading towards the bench. I think he knows what's coming up.
Yep, 4 on Freeman.
And they're still up 11 points, so the lead is safe at this point, but there's no telling what could happen in this game of basketball. Well, to my surprise, they keep Freeman in and let him play with the 4 fouls.
Couldn't see what happened, but he tapped himself on the chest, so he knew what he did.
And here's the thing, there was a long pass over there to the corner. It's a good job by the freshman, number 3, Dalvin Jackson, to complete the pass, but he had to travel to complete it, and therefore it's a turnover, and he has to, the ball goes the other direction. Another foul right now on number 12, Lawson.
And that's his 4th. Wow. Little scrap or a little scrum going on over there. Lawson, 3-pointer too long. Yeah, the HILLDALE faithful behind us, not crazy about that call.
And they do not like the call on Lester.
No, that's Lester's 4th foul. And now this will be a 1-and-1 shooting situation. HILLDALE 30-second timeout. So we're sitting at 4 minutes and 50 seconds, 56 to 45, and the Spartans just can't get that Hornet spray out and burn that nest.
Yeah, they really can't. I mean, they're trying to put them away. 11 points in this day and age of basketball just won't get it done. You kind of still feel uneasy about it. So if they can knock down a couple more shots, though, they can put this away, but they got to get it done offensively.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I get the feeling. The coach for the Spartans is sitting over going, we have just got to put this away, and they just can't seem to shake the Hornets.
Yeah, and they keep letting them back in the ball game, but right now you see Hines over there at the free throw line. Let's see if he can add on to this lead.
First shot is up and good for Mr. Hines. You see deep breath, trying to slow his pulse down just a little bit. You know, pretty impressed with these underclassmen, I'll have to say.
Very much so.
You know, big game situation, they're doing very well. And nice putback by Lester.
And to list off those youngsters, I mean, you got number 14 over here on the court. That would be Marcus Hines. You got number 3, Dalvin Jackson. And then the freshman, number 44, Marcel Perry. All these guys, underclassmen, doing some good things and some strong minutes for this Spartans team.
And not your atypical freshmen and sophomores. They're playing very, very smart.
And you see right there, Freeman tries to bounce the ball off of Evan Smith. It doesn't go out of bounds, and Evan Smith comes down here and gets the basket.
Spartans will call a timeout, and they will want to talk about it. It's a full timeout. So as we watch the replay here, and we'll see Smith put it back up, then we'll go to commercial and tell you why you need to go get some cell phone service from Bravado Wireless.
There is truly no place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines, because we live where you live. Visit BravadoWireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Woo, back to action here. A timeout, full timeout by the Spartans. They want to kind of reevaluate what they were doing. They have the lead 58-49, but as we just spoke, the Hornets they're just sticking around.
Yeah, that's definitely the case. Just continuing to put up enough baskets to make the Spartans feel uncomfortable. 3 minutes left, 3 minutes and 52 seconds left in the game. I've said it before. Seen crazier things happen.
Right, you know, and the thing is Hilldale has some three-point shooters. Hunter Parsons, three-point shooter. Hembry has been known to knock some down, and then Evan Smith hits some. So you could turn real easy, real quick. But on the flip side, the Spartans have played great. All they could do is just keep playing like they've been playing. Right now, Keontae Freeman, 4 fouls, has the ball running the point for the Spartans.
Jalen Counter enters the game with 4 fouls after that timeout.
And a turnover created. Oh, did he call a timeout before he went out?
Yeah, he called a timeout before he got out of bounds.
Wow, what a smart move.
That's a smart move by a very savvy coach right there. The fans do not like it.
They don't like it.
And they did not see what we saw,
right.
So you can't blame them.
Folks, the 39th annual Shrine Tournament, and we will be here tomorrow at the Civic Center and at Hilldale High School in the morning for some of the early games. Next week, we will be at Eastern at Seminole State, so I guess we'll be at Seminole State as Eastern is visiting January 17th, that's next Thursday. Then the following week, we will be at the Shakota Crossroads Classic, and that's the 24th through the 26th. One thing I'm very excited about that, Dion, is we have one of the #1 teams in the state will be there at this game. That's the Muldrow Bulldogs, Lady Bulldogs.
Man,
very excited.
That sounds like an exciting matchup.
And then we close out January on the 28th at Connor State at Seminole State. So very excited about that as well. Nice, the fake, and then got Marcus Hines open underneath the basket. Oh,
nice block by Deontay Allen.
Maxwell drives, and Allen pokes the ball out on his way up. Very hedgy move, 60-49, 2:32 to go.
And you can see that timeout did them well. Able to get that offense situated so they could figure out how to handle this trap defense of Hilldale.
Coming out of the timeout, Deontay Allen has made 2 big plays. And Hilldale will call a timeout, a full timeout. So they're going to take a full timeout. We'll take a full timeout and tell you what you need to know about Bravado Wireless.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
We're back to the Shrine Tournament here at the Civic Center in Muskogee, and a final from Fort Gibson. The Fort Gibson boys have knocked off the Ponca City, I believe they're the Wildcats. Ponca City, the Wildcats. 54-49. So Fort Gibson boys will be in the final game tomorrow night, as will the Fort Gibson girls, won earlier. So the winner of this game will get Fort Gibson here tomorrow night. That's Maxwell's first points of the fourth quarter. Wow.
9-point ball game. And that was a terrible pass, but a good catch by Counter and a good finish by Perry.
Very nice. Pass, or the shot was short off the front of the rim by Hembry. Nice drive to the bucket by Keontae Freeman. Didn't make it, but goes to the free throw line, and more importantly, gets someone else a foul.
You saw that point over there by Maxwell, making it a 9-point game.
Had the, wasn't quite all the way open, but it should have went in. Now Hilldale is forced to foul and put him on the line. Counter makes the first one. Second one drops in. Nice drop in by Evan Smith. That could be the exclamation point.
And with 40 seconds, I think it is.
First one goes in for Lawson. Oh. Be goaltending by the young freshman there.
And he throws the post pass.
Nice, Evan Smith. Where was this kid in the first quarter?
Yeah, we couldn't find him in the first quarter.
Yeah, we didn't have his name. We knew who he was. But 2 points in the first quarter, but he has 10 points in the fourth. 15 seconds left. The game's not over, but it's pretty much over. 68-60. Hilldale has to do some miraculous things to come back on this one. I don't know who 25 is, but if I had hair like that, I'd be sporting that haircut too.
So 15 seconds left, 8 points is the lead. Spartan is...
They just have to play smart.
Yeah, they really do, because they've been making a little bit of some mental mistakes here in these last couple of possessions.
And quick foul will send Keontae Freeman to the line. And double bonus, so Freeman will shoot 2. Freeman hasn't hit a free throw tonight.
And I was just going to say, he's having some trouble connecting.
Yeah, I'm looking
from the free
down.
throw
He
line.
hasn't hit a free throw yet.
And as we say that,
it's had that backwards jinx right there. So Devin Hembry stole the rebound. So we're at 62-69. 7-point game, 4 seconds. Unless you're Reggie Miller, game's probably done.
I would say the winning time is not Hilldale time.
No. Unless you're Reggie Miller and you're playing the New York Knicks, then
and Spike Lee is over there on the bench.
Spike Lee. My wife got me the 30 for 30 box set,
yeah.
And that's one of the 30 for 30s. And that's just a great 30 for 30.
I'm telling you, I watched that. I got it on the DVR. I record all those, and I'm telling you, that's one of the best ones right there. Winning time by Reggie Miller.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
Reggie Miller, he's a character in himself, and you either love him or you hate him. But even if you hate him, you still love him.
Or you love to hate him.
You love to hate him. Yeah. Reggie Miller, he was one of my favorites to watch. So they foul Marcus Marcel Perry. And so Perry will go to the line to shoot 2. Marcel Perry, it's his first trip to the line tonight. Spartans are up by 7. Now, if you were to walk in the gym and you see this 44 right here playing, you would assume
that's a junior.
That's a junior. Even take away the tattoos, you say that's a junior. But kids played great. All right, here we got a final, and so the Spartans will move on, and they will play tomorrow night right here at the Civic Center at 9 o'clock, and they will face Fort Gibson. Hilldale will move to play Ponca City in the third place game at 1 o'clock, and they'll play at Hilldale. So
the championship is set.
Championship is set. So, folks, for myself, Eric Shannon, and my partner here, I've had a great time, Dion, with you tonight. And
I'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see each other tomorrow, man. Had a good time. Folks, stay tuned. We've got more to come tomorrow night, and I think it's going to get even better basketball.
Yes, sir, it is.
All right, so we'll sign off tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
You are called to be bold. You have a right to the best wireless service, high-speed internet, and customer service at a price you can feel good about. At Bravado Wireless, we know this, and that's why we put you and your community first. We are owned and operated right here in Eastern Oklahoma. We live where you live. We proudly connect you to your family, friends, and business partners wherever they are. Dallas, Seattle, Taipei, Toronto, and anywhere else in the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.